Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Bob Mendelsohn, and this is the Bob's Your Uncle podcast. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 4, with today's guest, Miguel Fernandes from Portugal, who is a cartoonist, a ceramicist, and a world traveler we met in Turkey. I hope you enjoyed this interview. Stay tuned. You can now find us and comment to us wherever you get your podcasts. Tell us what matters to you, what triggers your joy, what bothers you in the world. Let us know. We'll see where the Spirit leads us. Wherever you are just now, whether you're out for your evening constitutional, or you're here in Australia or back in the United States with friends, or all by yourself with your headset on, hey, wherever you are, thanks for joining us these 18 minutes. Of note, the opinions are strictly my own and those of my guests.
But I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
On this date in history, the 10th of October in 1973, to demonstrate that the executive branch of the United States has ethics, Vice President Spiro Agnew resigned from office and pleaded no contest to the charge of failing to report $29,000 in income while governor of Maryland. In 1933, in one of the oldest unsolved cases in aviation history, a United Airlines airplane flying from New Jersey to California exploded midair and crashed in Indiana. All 7 passengers and crew members died. To this day, it is not known what and who caused the explosion. And in 1839, on the 10th of October, British troops under General Charles Napier occupy Beirut, and that's the historical marker of the week.
I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
Miguel Fernandes, thank you for joining me today. You are from Portugal, but you and I met in Turkey a couple of months ago. What took you to the country?
First, me and Mariana, we love. Mariana is my girlfriend, who I have our store here in Portugal. We love to travel for all over the world, and here in Europe, we notice the countries who are from Europe are very similar. So we are our first thinking to go to Turkey is to search and discover different countries, not so similar to the countries from Europe, because they are really similar. The cities, Barcelona, Madrid, Paris, it's like the same bottom, and bring inspiration from different cultures to continue to make our heart here.
Yeah. Beautiful. Did you find anything of specific significance in the ruins of Cappadocia, or the balloon ride, or the people of Turkey whom you met?
Mm-hmm. I love the culture. I really love the when I see the culture, the ancient culture, like the underground cities we saw, and also that hidden houses they used to hide from the Christians used to hide. For me, it was wonderful to see like how life works like long ago in that specific place, and how the humans find solutions to keep living. For me, it's like, for contemporary Miguel, it's amazing to see how the human being behaved in the so many years ago. Also the culture and the people, and I love like the ceramic culture we saw in Cappadocia, the way they make the pottery. It's very different from the way I did, because I have like the European teaches like it's a different wisdom how to make ceramic, and that was wonderful to see that knowledge and absorb a little bit of that. For me, it was really, really good.
Your mind is expanding, your experience is expanding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any particular place, one of your favorite places maybe to visit, anywhere, whether Europe or outside? And why is that a new place or an old place that you love to go visit again and again?
Okay, I have a specific place I want to go in the future inside of the Europe. I would love to go one time maybe to Pompeii in Italy, because I really love the history about that place. Like it's a place for living and dead in the same time, and I'm very curious, because I love history, and also when I mix history with my personal the things I like more in my personal life, Pompeii, it's a really great place, because I don't know if I told you, but I do ceramic cartoons, but I also work with a band, and I'm just giving that example because Pink Floyd made a concert on Pompeii, and for me it was like the best idea of a musician to have, like giving a concert for dead people and live people in the same time. I think that it's the principal aspect. I want to go to Pompeii to see the same place where they make the performance. And outside of Europe, I'm thinking now with Mariana maybe go to Nepal and the Himalayas. I think it's going to be the next stop.
Miguel, for a working man, you just added that to me. That's this whole business of the band. I didn't know. You have quite a portfolio. Tell me about your love of cartoons, will you?
The love of cartoons begins when I was really young, and one uncle of mine gave to me on the Christmas a book of Calvin and Hobbes, you know? And that time, that two guys, the tiger and the kid, turned like the most important philosophers of my life until now. Yeah, I really like the way of thinking that author creates to make a book. It's for children and for adults in the same time. The draws, it's for children, but the balloons, it's for the adults, and I love that.
You are, from what I remember, you're very good at ceramics. We've mentioned that earlier. What got you interested in that form of artwork?
I started in ceramic when I was in the high school, I think. Yeah, right, in high school. Until then, I never touched in clay or something. But my father was an artist, not an artist of making professionally, just an hobby. And since I'm a boy, he just gave me some inputs to try making paintings, sculptures. And then when I went to the high school in the last year, I met one of my most important teachers, my draw teacher, and he started to give some lessons about ceramic. And I think it was the first step. Yeah, it was. I started, and was a really important teacher to me, because he taught me all I know right now about draw. And draw, it's a 2D art, okay, two-dimensional art. And then the same person with so good with 2D art start to teach me something about 3D, three dimensions.
You had a mentor. Do you have any people whom you currently mentor yourself?
That's a great question, but I don't think. Yeah, maybe I have a cousin, but it's kind of young. But I never talked like that because I don't like to be like in the position of master and student. For me, when I teach, it's in the same position. Like I have some knowledge and you have some knowledge, and we can change. Not I have some knowledge than you, and I'm will giving some of my part to you.
In 5 years, what do you hope to be making happen either in Portugal or wherever you might be living?
In 5 years, I hope continue the great job I'm doing with Mariana here in our atelier, in our studio, the Cobalto. Also keep going, giving classes, ceramic classes, and starting to create not new projects, but to give continuity to the projects I already have with cartoons and also with the band I told you. Because especially on the cartoons and the band, I can notice sometimes I blend the two concepts.
Are you afraid of anything? Afraid of heights? Afraid of spiders? Or losing control of your life? Anything?
I think I'm most afraid of death. Okay. But I don't believe in life after death. So maybe that is the reason I am so afraid of death, because I think I can comprehend we just have like the beginning and the end. And for me, in my way of thinking, is just this, nothing more that. And I can respect and have tolerance for all the people who think they exist life after death. But for me, it's like it's the most important. It's the enjoy the present. It's better if
I'm glad
enjoy
we're
right now.
connecting today because I don't talk to dead people. So this is really good.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you could change anything about the world in which we're currently living, what would that be?
I will not change anything, just add. If it was by me, I add more tolerance of all human beings in our planet. I think it's the key word. I think we need to know and understand the people are all a lot over the place, and tolerance. I think it's a great and a great word, and I think yeah, is a word with wisdom, because to tolerate, you need to know and understand.
Is there anything else you want to tell the Bob's Your Uncle audience?
For all the people, don't ever underestimate the imagination. Okay, the imagination can be a lifesaver in all different aspects, like for example, problems on life, depressions, and stress, and the routine, like have the same time all over the years. I think creativity, it's a great way. It's how do you learn to see the things in a different perspective, and in most of the times an happy perspective, a dream perspective. And because you can turn the dream come true, if you, because the creativity, I think it's linked with our inner children's, with our inner child. So I think I'm just trying to say to never die the children, the child we have inside of us, because that, I think that is the bright light of our lives. Okay.
That's
I think
beautiful.
the meaning of happiness is when you learn how to laugh when you are a children.
You are speaking to a religious man, you know that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I keep hearing words that sounds like they come from the Creator. You know, the religious people believe that God's the creator and he gives us the bounty of excitement and blessedness and childlikeness so that we can enjoy all these things. So I really appreciate hearing from a creative mind like yours.
Yeah.
It's blessed me. Hey, how do people reach you if they want to find out about your creativity or just asking about Portugal, or if they want to know about ceramics or your cartoon lines? How do they reach you?
First of all, here in Cobalt, we have a website. It's cobalt.org. Okay, ORG. It's the main platform you can reach us here in our store of ceramic. Also from social medias like Instagram, you can follow me Aussie_Floyd. I'm not all the days, but I'm currently posting cartoons and ceramic news. We are making also the Instagram of Cobalto. We are always posting about our classes and the students' progress, and also of the pieces we are making here to sell here in Portugal or in the outside. I think it's the easy way to reach us.
Thank you for this time. I really appreciate it and wish you all God's blessings for you as you continue your good life. Thanks, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. And I really have to bottom of my heart to thank you for this opportunity. And also I can give just the last thing to say. If you want to come to Portugal, you and all of the people are most of welcome. We are a tiny people, but people with a huge heart.
What do you think about all this? Why don't you write me, bobmendo@aol.com, or comment on an Instagram or TikTok to me. I'd love to know what you're thinking. Every week we read from the #1 bestseller of all times, the Bible. Today's no different. From 1 John chapter 4, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. Join me next week as I interview Dr. Deborah Fuller from the University of Washington, a virologist who deals with vaccines, an amazing interview. Until then, from me, Bob Mendelsohn, when things seem bleak or uncertain, look up to God. He's in his heaven. And Bob's your uncle. Shalom from Sydney.